So as it stands right now, City is leading by 1-0 against Leeds United. And for sure, Leeds United are just one thing you need to understand is everything is not just what we want it to go, but how it's really being played off here. And for sure, it's just another IoT of a game, crazy of a game, cracker of a game. City got that goal in just a few minutes of for sure. But then let's see what is going to be happening, and let's see how it's really going to be changing in the moment of this game. But then one thing, everyone for himself. Semenyo opened up the game or open up the score line for Manchester City when there seems to be impossible. Leeds United should have been even 3 goals up, but then incapable of final third is really hunting them in this game. Had a lot of half chances and chances they could have been netting, but then they just couldn't. And City, when the one chance came, they utilized it perfectly. And Anton Semenyo, what a form of a player. What a form. He's on form. His form this season is just undeniable. Undeniable form. Tomorrow we have Arsenal, Chelsea, London Derby situation coming your way tomorrow. But then let's see what could possibly be changing in that game. And also this game probably today, Anton Semenyo is playing guitar. Yeah, if you were the one, why not? He got the goal beautiful, slaughtering beautifully, and they didn't expect that they could get that goal in that late of a game. So, but then they always keep their momentum and keep working and keep working. So let's see what is going to happen in the next few minutes of this game. If you just join us, your opinions are highly welcome. Everything for this game really worth it for sure. What are your opinions? What do you think is really going to happen in this game? How possible everything is going to be getting away? But as it stands right now, it's on course of doing business. City are on course of doing business, and for sure, one goal could be enough for them to narrow the points between them and Arsenal. That is how it's looking right now, and I just can't think far. I just cannot believe like yeah, anything of this sort could absolutely happen. But second half is still coming. Anything is still possible. But hey, let me know your opinions. How do you think is going to happen in the second half? What is your opinions going into the second half? Because it's always something that could possibly change in this game. But I don't know. I don't know what could be changing in this game for City. But hey, something tells me second half is going to be different. Because now uh, uh, um, so guys, if you just join in, Ashili Sports got you covered, and we got you covered for sure, because City are just unstoppable as it stands right now. Arsenal and his men will be very pressure kept on for Arteta and his boys, and tomorrow London Derby could possibly be very difficult again for them. But then let's see what could change the situation. Let's how the situation could be changed. Absolutely a massive and massive one. I just cannot think far, but hey, whatsoever it is, let's get on it and make it happen. As I said, in this minute, and no situation, no way for them to absolutely get anything here. But absolutely everything could be happening for good. I just can't tell how long, and I just can't tell how long this is going to work out. But then, City, they are really determined. They want to change their situation. They want to change the momentum. And for sure, anything is possible in this game. Anything is possible. Anything could change that dynamics in this game. And hey, let me know what you really think could possibly change in next few minutes of this game. Manchester City versus Leeds United. First half is just unstoppable. So 45 plus 2 minutes time, then the goal came. Leeds United 0, Manchester City 1. With Anton Semenyo scores with a right-footed finish from a very close range, poking home a low ball, likely from a cross or cut back. Is a clinically opportunistic strike on the stroke of halftime, described in reports as Semenyo extending his leg to direct it into the bottom corner. City break the dreadlock or the deadlock right when Leeds United looked set to go in level. No other goal in the half, with the game staying 0-0 until that dramatic late moment for Anton Semenyo. That is how it's really getting excited here, and I just cannot think far. Absolutely massive. So guys, Manchester lead, but it's been far from a dominant performance. Leeds have held their own impressively against the title challenges. But hey, one thing you need to know is Leeds resilient. They wise mid-table fight for points in the survival push started brightly and created some of the better early chances. Fan reaction not least finding lanes towards City goals from goals more than expected, with solid defensive work limited City's usual control. Daniel Farke's side frustrated City on a long period. But then in the end, it's always going to be give me that moment to absolutely deliver it for you. And City have really got that moment, and they delivered the game perfectly in the late half time of the game. So guys, second half is here. Let's enjoy ourselves and let's make it happen for sure. And if you just join in, Ashili Sports always keep you updated. Let me know your scoreline predictions in this game. Now everyone for himself and God for us all. Can City maintain that lead? Can City change that moment of the game? Can they get more goals here, or maybe Leeds United coming back in the game? Let me know your scoreline predictions. Whatever, if you are a City fan or Leeds United fan, give us some shout out by subscribing and be part of this community. Let's make it happen. It's been quite a long time coming, and it's been quite a moment coming here. But then, whatsoever is gonna change is gonna change. But let's see what is gonna be changing in us at this moment. So these two are really targeting every momentum in the game. But I just cannot tell how far it's gonna be taking this to get away into this game. Come on, let's get it done. Leeds are really trying. They are really trying here. Now they are still trying and they are still pushing. Ooh, Rodri was fouled by Manchester City. This is what we term a brilliant individual brilliancy. That was great from Leeds United, but then he wasn't gonna be allowed to go anywhere. And hey, let me know what you think.
Chance to see how play developed. So another chance for Anton Stack. Rodri away, Aronson threw a boot at it. Rodon kept it alive. Picked on by Gruev, it went Aronson and out came Donnarumma.
So let's see what is going to be happening. And it looks like City are now pushing. They become more confident. But Leeds United, the way they are playing, there's always going to be pressure for sure. That was a beautiful display from Manchester City, but he just crossed the ball behind the strikers. Now City now spreading the ball from left to right. Now this is a counter-attacking moment for Leeds United. What can they do? They are throwing a lot of men out there, but what is really going to happen? Ooh, this is an opportunity. Ooh, that was a massive defender from City, Matheus Nure. What a defender. That could have been a moment of equalizer for Leeds United, but then, hey, the ball always getting away from Now the shot has nothing to give away for sure, and now a corner kick to Leeds United, a throw in to Leeds United. Sometimes these kind of situations usually happen, and you can see they are entirely getting themselves into the game, but then it's just not working for them. It's just not getting their way for sure.
focus, aren't they, VAR, because somebody went to ground in the penalty area. Didn't see anything live that made me feel too concerned. We've got to a stage.
Maybe it wasn't just what we wanted to. Maybe it wasn't just what Leeds United expected. But then they got nothing to do with it for sure. But hey, whatsoever is gonna happen, these two can just.
Haaland and his assist was that everything was benign. We've got two footballs on the pitch at the moment, which can't go on for long. This has got rid of one.
Just give me a moment, 1 second.
Proximity of Bogle.
I do like that Leeds press. City are past masters at playing out of any press from anybody. Leeds have timed it well. They've spotted the trigger, spotted the opportunity, and then they're all in. So the player who presses the ball either side, press individuals, and then behind that first line of the press, everyone's in behind. So it's working well for them.
Again by Nunes. Space ahead of O'Reilly. Semenyo through the middle. Cherky scheming. Here's the soft feet. Pedicure. Bernardo Silva. On for Nunes. In went Marmouche.
Well, they opened up Leeds quite easily there, didn't they? Just free-flowing football and finding a little bit more space. Silva feeding the ball out wide. Back by Nunes, and again, not the best ball really in that position. Marmouche is having to work so hard to get across the first defender. He's way past that near post. It's impossible to redirect that to the target.
Playing his 50th game for Manchester City today, the Egyptian Marmouche. He arrived last January of 2025, quite expensively from Eintracht Frankfurt. City don't get very wrong. Right.
And he's that type of City profile creative player, isn't he? Amazing technical ability, understands the space and being on the half turn, creative as well. Reinders is another example of that sort of player. They're versatile as well, aren't they?
Manchester City, you have to put in forward on the half turn. It's happened to him. Rodon. It's a lovely ball from Brewer, and the flag's up against Haaland. Right down in front of us.
Today's evidence, I'd make a really good assistant referee for, well, one half of the pitch and one game. I'm showing off there, aren't I, a bit?
You have been waving more quickly than the guy with the flag. But then he's told not to.
That's true.
Rodri.
Guys, let's see what is really gonna be changing out in this game. Let's see how things are really gonna be changing out for sure, because as it stands right now, we can't just differentiate between these two sides. 55 minutes gone, 56 minutes gone, and it's still 1-0 in favor of City. Well,
Semenyo's touch.
it's a throw into Leeds.
He's asking a bit more from his team, sharper, quicker. He knows, doesn't he, that the team have to remain really laser focused on the task, keep moving that ball quickly.
game, just to reiterate, the major
The
teams
start of this game, we really think it was going to be a hectic situation for both sides, but then as it stands right now,
isn't necessarily changes their profile.
City have the ball, but they can't penetrate. Mamouche. City are just hanging on. They can penetrate for sure, and it's making the game very highly interesting.
Cherky has asked a lot of ideas here.
Just a few too many square balls, Manchester City at the moment. Focus has to be on getting that second goal, or certainly playing in a way that creates the opportunities that they created for themselves in the first half.
Cherky looks away from the scene of what may or may not have been a crime. Clever, is it?
Yeah, I don't think it would. Clearly
That was a nasty situation from Ryan Cherky.
Yeah, the ref's already blown the whistle, rolls the ball out, and then when he goes back to run off, he treads on Gruev. Peter Banks has realised that it was a mistake. Gruev hasn't made too much of a fuss of it, to his credit.
It's lucky that situation has absolutely passed.
Taken on board the ticking off. There is no mountain made out of that little molehill. So the clearance, nicely taken by Mark.
Come on, let's get it done and let's get it done. As at this moment, it's really getting excited. Now, Leeds United.
Diaz with not one but two very good challenges.
Once again, I've just been gotten internet. These days, I don't know what is really going on, but then we are still hanging on to see what possible could happen in this game. Okay, he's back, guys.
Clearance, nicely taken by Marmouche. Taken back though by Rodon. Stab forward here for Brendan Aronson.
Yeah, this was same
Diaz
situation.
with not one but two very good challenges.
Told you. Bayern Dortmund is also holding each other to 1-1 for sure. Right now, let's see what is going to happen. Every time these two are meeting now, we know how it's a difficult situation from both sides. "61 minutes gone, and it's still same story. One goal differentiating them, these two clubs for sure, and we are still hanging on. Whatsoever is gonna be is gonna be. Let me know what you think. Everton is set again for sure, and now let's see what is really going to be changing here. These two sides cannot just well. Whilst Liverpool game was trashing goals, this one is limited with goals.
See the City players are around Peter Banks, wondering whether there might have been more than just a free kick awarded. Whilst Leeds prepare to alter things, we may get a look at Lucas Vinicius very soon.
He's a good option off the bench, isn't he, Mitchell?
It's been great, it's been momentarily good for sure, but then this team, they are not absolutely allowing City for sure in this game. It's still the same story, nothing much from either side. It's still just City limited by Leeds United. Leeds United in Elland Road have been just great. Mamouche. It's really connecting for sure. It's really getting.
Terrible shot, but at least he put it into the right area. If you're going to miss to the far post, because you always give a teammate a chance to get on the end of it. Mamouche was on the move but couldn't quite react. I don't think he was expecting such a bad shot. You see that smile on his face, and he turned it into something pretty special.
Now it's heating up for sure. Leeds United, maybe they are not pushing enough this time round, but
just dropped in quality. Leeds, understandable. They have to do so much work without the ball. Starts to affect you mentally.
now Leeds are disposing of the balls easily right now. It's not like the first half. Do you think goals can still come in this game? Let me know what you think. It's really powerful situation as it stands right now, and I just cannot tell. Let's see what could change here. Leeds United making substitution right now. Brandon out for Lucas Mecha. He's kind of a player who changes game for Leeds United, but let's see what he can possibly bring on board.
Leeds have a free kick, City have a man down, and Leeds want to make a change. So there's a fair bit to get through here before the game resumes.
He's holding that left ankle, I didn't see anything initially, but he's just loses control.
Guys, Napoli score, and it is 2-1 for sure.
And it is Aaronson who's given way again to Mecha, who's equalised when it came in that game at the he had, you may well recall, came via a penalty which he had saved and followed up. Instead, Donnarumma to make it 2-2, and this is a significant moment for Manchester City.
Romelu Lukaku, he is back. He scored a goal for Napoli.
Back into the action for the first time since he hobbled off at Sunderland on New Year's Day.
Well, you've called it spot on, Peter. The match has gone up alongside Calvert-Lewin. He's rolling the dice. Daniel Farker, same system, but just a different point of attack. There's two centre-forwards now, just trying to sort of split the centre-backs of Manchester City.
Strauch, Goodmanson. Again is Cherky.
Cherky.
Nunes.
I've seen one of the potential problems for that change of shape for Leeds is that when Goodmanson gets the ball out on this left-hand side, he hasn't got Aronson inside the pitch to play it to, and he lost it quite easily there in a dangerous area.
Amush. Yes. Bernardo Silva. Checking again from wide. For Nunes. And clattered off his long side by Ryan Aït-Nouri.
Looked like a decent strike, didn't it, as well, when he hit it. Lovely play again. Cherky and Bernardo Silva just linking up brilliantly, and Aït-Nouri stepping onto it. He's miles away from the target, isn't he? You can get the ball to work for you. You hit it with a bit of bend, but not that much.
So it is Omar Marmoush, who is withdrawn by Pep Guardiola, as mentioned, to reintroduce Savinho. Just another one of their bright, nimble, speedy ball users. One who has not been available for a couple of months. Jeremy Doku's back on the bench today as well, by the way, so they're more or less up to the full complement in that creative department.
Nico already gets injury here, and I don't know what is really going to change here.
Pressure on Diaz. Leeds still within one as the game goes into its final quarter. Ampadu.
Assistant referee on the far side, as soon as he knew he was going to give that throw into Manchester City, well aware that he was going to get a load of grief from the fans behind him. O'Reilly's still struggling to recover by looks of things from that. Twisting on
Just make changes. Already getting injury here. Can he be able to play?
I can remind you that there is this evening a Premier League goal zone presented by Expedia. Following this game, Ahmed, Robbie and Tim with full reaction and highlights from today's matches. And my goodness me, there are some highlights. Believe it or not, 3 games in the 10 Eastern slot.
City are being forced to make substitution. Renders coming out for or going in for O'Reilly. Tijani Renders.
Manchester City are preparing Tijani Renders to come on, presumably for a stricken O'Reilly. And whilst we're at it, a reminder too that Premier League action continues tomorrow. We've got Fulham hosting Tottenham Hotspur at 9 o'clock Eastern on USA. And that is followed by Arsenal against Chelsea 11:30 on Peacock. It all begins at 8 o'clock Eastern on USA with Premier League mornings. And there's the moment round that matters to this point.
Absolutely. Wonderful build-up play. The pass from Cherky into Aït-Nouri. It's a brilliant run from Aït-Nouri. Wonderfully picked out. The weight of the pass was absolutely perfect for him just to step onto it, get a couple of looks across the 6-yard line, play the perfect ball into an inviting area for Semenyo. But Erling Haaland, if he's watching this, is thinking, blimey, I wish I'd...
It's really getting excited and getting massive here. Just can't tell how really this is gonna work out.
Erling Haaland, he was born in Leeds to a father who, at the the time of his birth, was playing for Leeds United.
73rd minute or 72nd minute into the game, really still 1-0 in favor of City. How can Leeds United get late equalizer?
Turkey. Oh, he's made a yard. He ran into Justin. Ignoring. Turkey got it back from Rodri and rolled it up for Antoine Semenyo. It's once away and behind for a corner.
Anton Semenyo's shot absolutely deflected. That could have been a second goal for him at the end of the day. But then Leeds United absolutely blocked it. The defense really does very well.
Anton Semenyo again, brilliant strength there, just shrugs off Goodmanson with a challenge from behind and gets a sight on goal as well, blocked by Stroud.
Turkey with the corner. Rodri's up, Strap was up with him.
Ooh, what a save.
Stretch to reach it. Nunes. Cherky. Ryan Cherky into the crowd. Rodri collected. Rodri had to go too. That spins away for a Manchester City throw.
Another phase of that sort of City urgency, dominance, and really putting Leeds under pressure. This is a good header by Gurhey, getting up in the traffic and directing that to the far corner. Excellent save by Darlow. Manages to claw this one out from the corner, but not only that, just about manages to keep himself away from that post.
Cherky, he plays for fun, doesn't he? Nunes. Pulling all the strings, isn't he? Today. He's perpetual movement. I mean, he's not shy.
It's his ability to, his relationship with the ball, and his ability to move off the centre. You look at this here, look how well balanced he is. He's so well centred. He just rolls the ball over his left foot to his right foot, and then gets another touch away. And whoever made that challenge was going for the ball, but it just wasn't there by the time he arrived.
Almost to be 10 yards away from Cherky for a little while, so he can luxuriate.
It looks like Leeds United are preparing to come in like 2 changes at once. So right now, but it's still not looking great at their side. So Leeds United substitution in early groove coming out for Gnoto Wilfred. Gnoto Wilfred. Another one for sure, 2 substitution. Bogle, Jaden coming out for Daniel James. Absolutely massive changes happening right now, and hey, let's see what is really gonna be changing here. Let's see how it's really gonna be absolutely changing here. But whatsoever is gonna be right now. I just cannot tell how long it's going to change for sure. But then these two are really getting excited.
See it.
Wow, that was massive header. Now 79th minute play, 79th minute play, 11 minutes plus additional minute of added time, and it could be over in this situation for sure. So we are still hanging on and hanging on. Whatever be the case, I think it's gonna be massive. Everything is working perfectly from both sides. You just can't tell how long it could be and how long it could change. But then, hey.
Lovely touch, and see they both catch each other on the way through. See the left foot of Gerhi catches Justin, but collision initially is by Justin onto Mark Gerhi.
It's unlikely for any good, particularly unfortunate for Leeds, who of course have just taken off Bogle on the right side of their defence. Justin playing, I think, now as an orthodox right back.
Come on, what is really gonna be changing here? How is it really gonna be changing?
Semenyo taken up at pace by Reinders. Another Silva. And Ryan Cherky, and Reinders going in there, and Gonzalo played well.
Sort of Ryan Cherky looks for the most difficult pass, backs himself to make it. Again, the touch needed there, the deftness of touch to get that ball into Reinders, because he had so little space to work into.
Let's go. 10 minutes plus additional minutes of added time, and it could be over in this game. But then these two sides have really been massive. Credit to Leeds United. They've been hanging on with this one goal since first half ending, and now it's still 1-0. Can they equalize it late, or City could add another one? Well, let's see what is gonna be changing here. The determination is there, the discipline is still there, they work as a team, and hey, the understanding is perfect, just that the goal came out of nowhere.
To try and cause some chaos. There's been blood on that sock, isn't there?
Both socks. Keeps showing the referee that. I mean, it's a contact sport, these things do happen. Both arrive at the ball at the same time, and to be fair to Peter Banks, it looked like he was fouled.
Hoisted it towards Stack. By Reinders, back in by Stroud, out by Diaz. First there is Goodmanson. Kept it for Nyonto. Stack. Nyonto. Goodmanson. Scraped away by Ruben Diaz.
Now Leeds United are getting the game to City, really.
Wilfred Nyonto.
Wow. Wow, the game is just unstoppable. Massive one, so exciting even when it's getting to the end. This United are really pushing to get that equalizer at home. But City are just wow.
Leeds United to ratchet this up into the final 10 minutes of the 90. Purdue again, Donnarumma got a palm on it. Just all the way back. Darlow's launch, Calvert-Lewin's flick.
It's clever by Marco here there. As Calvert-Lewin went for the ball, he had no interest in competing with him. He knew he was in a position where he couldn't win the ball, so he just blocked off the matchup. That was the more dangerous part. That attack for Leeds was
Let's try our best and let's try what something could be changing in this game. It's just 83rd minute into the game. I think it's left with 7 minutes plus additional minutes of added time. Probably it could be over for sure. But hey, let's hang on and see what could be happening.
Leeds aren't done. Leeds keep on to be done these days. Already they have this season 31 points, which equals the total the entire season of their relegation 2 years ago. Jesse Marsh and then Javi Gracia and then finally Sam.
Seriously, this game is just Leeds United should have done something. They should have gotten something out of this game.
To mean it. Switched towards Mecha. Authority for Gahey. Down by Ampadu. Taken by Reinders. Rodri.
challenge for James just was the last thing his ankles needed. They both put blood on them and he had to go into a challenge with Reinders.
That could be in Liverpool won their game 3 goals. Was it 5 goals to 2? And this game could absolutely end in just 1 goal.
Gahey is with him.
Continued to do well. It's class, isn't it? The timing of his run, the positional sense to start with. Gave himself a couple of yards against the pace of Dan James and then executed brilliantly.
One back by Stroud. Guardiola didn't like that challenge. Gonzo. Towards Mecha. Corner given against Diaz.
Yeah, he got that wrong. It's goal kick.
Diaz is shouting because the referee took corner kicking sort of over. So Leeds United have a corner kick now.
Bit of this and that going on the edge of the 6-yard. Silver is seated. This is intervening. Mutually tackled and he's an Ampadu.
The troublemaker there, and then Banana Silva runs himself around.
Now we just left with 4 minutes plus additional minutes of added time, then it could be over. Right now, both have not really impressed in the second half to get a goal out, but then
Nice delivery. Looking for it again. So, by Goodmanson, broke through Mecha. Clear of Rodri.
Wow, Leeds United really fought this time round. They really fought for sure, but then it's just wow.
Jocelyn. Diaz and then Austin Hyatt.
Now let's making late changes here. Pero Joel is coming on for Justin.
Mecha.
Another one coming in. Joe coming out for Big Joe Jackie. Jaka is coming on. They have been incredible. City are also making changes right now. Ryan Chiki is coming out for Aki Nathan. So right now Pep Guardiola wants to defend.
So they're throwing on the F1 ball striker.
You can see the game is really tough. If Pep Guardiola is defending right now, I'm removing a midfielder and bringing in a defender. You can understand how Leeds United absolutely get the ball to him.
Albeit for Roma. Manchester City also are making the alteration. They are taking away the decoration on this game that has been Ryan Cherky. What a good idea is to watch play to Nathan
Now
Ake.
it's a 9-minute play, 1 minute, and we'll see additional minute of added time probably. We can call it a day.
Right on the edge. And City's lead is fragile. Fragile and very precious. Steps corner.
Ooh, that was narrow. Leeds United, that was narrow. Wow.
It's funny because Ruben Diaz just directing Ake what to do, who to mark, and he gets caught between two Leeds players, Nathan Ake. He just come on as a substitute. The other substitute just passes past that far post.
Now we are playing into the final minute for sure, and we are waiting for additional minutes of added time probably. We will see what is gonna be changing here.
Kicked off it.
A couple of City players going to ground too easily. It was Rodri on that occasion. Referee not having any of it.
Struck. Goodness. James, Joel Peru. Very tight at his back. It is a City throw.
Leeds United as it stands right now will be 15th position, and City will also close the gap between them and Arsenal. 2 points difference until Arsenal play tomorrow. 6 minutes of added time. Let's see what is really going to happen in 6 minutes. Because remember the winner goal came in 2 minutes of additional minutes of added time. So in the first half. So anything can still happen in 6 minutes.
Ake, the key defender. 30 seconds of 90 minutes to play, plus whatever is added on. Nothing secretive about Leeds' next move. It's going to be another long throw for Ethan Anthony.
They're going for obviously the long throw in the flick on.
Do it. Ake away. Riders to safety. Going to be 6 minutes of progressive insurance stoppage time. Yonto. Two now from right
desperate to impress Dan James.
Come on, now 2 minutes into the 6 minute for sure. Pep Guardiola is just yelling at the touchline because he knows what is at stake here. If they make mistake and Leeds come into this game, that will be it. But he wants to maintain it a close gap.
Bernardo Silva. He's not given up on it. They got there first. Midweek football this week in the Premier League. Manchester City's next game is a home match against Nottingham Forest, who are involved in the same sort of dynamic. League tables Leeds are. Leeds themselves have a match here on Tuesday against Sunderland. Again here, for a little bit of shenanigans at the restart.
Kente Nori.
Goes Goodmanson. Was caught fairly slickly by Savinho, and Savinho's in the book as well.
Got his ankles all wrong there, Savinho, and it was a lovely touch by Goodmanson to get away from the winger.
And it means Leeds can pump it forward now. Does just that. Ball was rising and James was catching it up.
4 minutes of 6 minute played right now, 2 minutes to go. Ooh, Leeds United are still pushing and almost pushing for sure.
Away from Bernardo Silva. Through Nunez. Into the back of Rodri for a kick.
All of his experience there. Rodri just went for the contact. Much better ball by Dan James. Cutting in, left foot, inviting ball in. And Nunez there a little bit sloppy. There's Rodri, just gets himself in the way, feels the contact there. Right leg of Goodmanson catching him, and didn't need much invitation, did he, to hit the ground, Rodri? Just needs up a bit more time.
There's the guy who's glittered most. Cherky in this game.
Velcro feet. Soft feet to Velcro feet.
Gets away for City. Stack. 2.5 minutes. Biol. Ampadu.
Disappointing.
That is useless play. How can you pass ball like that?
90 minutes snaps limping around. Goodmanson is tired. Put everything into this game as you'd expect. And the physical side is just taking its toll a little bit.
Guys, we are playing into the final minute. I think it's all over. Leeds United have lost this game at home by 1 goal to 0.
Rodri up to halfway and Ampadu. Biol. Ampadu. Calvert-Lewin. Went Nunez. Goodmanson. Savinho stayed with him. And they encouraged the challenge. And get Bernardo Silva. Slid back. Leeds United have 1 minute now to make it happen.
Guys, it's over and it's over and it's over. Yeah,
Stack.
that is it and that is it.
Ampadu. Bencha. Donnarumma can go.
So guys, see you tomorrow. Premier League games coming your way. United, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Arsenal, Chelsea will be coming your way as well tomorrow. So just dig out. We'll meet you tomorrow probably, and we can be able to do things on our way. Ciao.